What's good, y'all? So, I feel like today, I'm in a good mood today, so I actually want to give you guys who are in this, in any business field, or particularly in the real estate business like I am, and how I got my luxury and multi-million dollar investors, foreign investors, etc. And this video is really going to be straight to the point, and pretty much you can do the same exact thing. Now, first things first, this video is definitely not made to be racist or discriminatory in any way, form, or fashion. This is just speaking off all facts and how I obtain my rich clientele when it comes to doing real estate deals, or when it comes to just doing, business for marketing, offering my marketing solutions, etc. and whatnot. So first things first. A lot of people who are on the channel, you guys know that I was raised as a Muslim. I do practice the Muslim faith. Well, with me being raised as a Muslim and me practicing this Islamic faith, I was very fortunate to grow up with people who were not from America. Growing up, a lot of my best friends, a lot of my close friends are not American. They're not from America. When I was living in Orlando, it was the same way. When I was living in Columbia, South Carolina, it was the same way. Some of my best friends are Palestinians. Some of my best friends are Arabian, Egyptian, African, you name it. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning that is because one thing in real estate that I learned, and you can apply this to any business, so this is not just real estate, but one thing that I learned is, what works for everybody else is not going to work for you. So when I first got into the real estate business, a lot of people, and my mentor, I'm independent now, but when I was on a real estate team, a lot of my mentors, various different mentors would say, hey, you should tap into your network. Hey, you should tap into your church and community. Hey, you should start tapping into the social media niche, or making posts on Facebook, making posts on Instagram, and tapping into different avenues that I haven't yet tried yet. Well, for me, with me getting into real estate game at like 19, a lot of my peers didn't have no money to buy real estate in any way, form, or fashion, or to do business with me. But that, as well as the same when it came to posting on social media, I don't get much clientele from social media. If anything, I do get clientele from YouTube and Facebook occasionally. But for the most part, majority of my business, no matter what business I have going on, is pretty much organic and person to person. That's kind of just how all of my businesses have. That's kind of what worked. Ads do work for my business, but not really. Most of my business is organic, which is nothing wrong with that. That's just what works for me. But one thing that stuck out to me was what my mentors would teach and instill into me was tapping into the community or the niche that I really tap into when it comes to on the religious aspect. So a lot of people who do real estate, they go to church. Me, I wasn't the type of person to go to church because I'm not Christian. But I was Muslim, and I was like, hey, I do have a lot of foreigners that know me, and they know, they know who I'm related to. So I started tapping into that niche of, hanging around a lot more of my Muslim colleagues, my people from Palestine, people from Saudi Arabia, people from Dubai, and from hanging out with them, I started to realize, majority, a lot of, now I'm not going to say majority because there's broke people everywhere. Let's get that straight. But majority of the people that I knew growing up and the majority of the people that I dealt with growing up were filthy rich. And they weren't from America. So what I started doing was I started, kind of going out my way to be like, hey, if you ever need real estate services, I can help you and I can find you great deals. The biggest thing that I had to do was I had to get into the good graces of, the people who had the money and then offer value. So the type of value that I was offering was that I could get rich people or people who have a 50 foreign investors. I can get my foreign investors great deals on market that people can't even get you off market. I'm gonna say that again. My skill set is that I can get people great deals on market that people like wholesalers, people like, real estate agents who do off market deals can't get them off market. That's my skill set and that's what I specialize in. And the only thing I had to do was, continue going to the masjid, which is the holy, it's kind of like church, and networking with the Muslims as well as the Jewish communities to showcase the value that I had to get them and give and instill in them their ability to trust me to do business with them and for them. And for the most part, that's how I got majority of my multi-million-dollar rich clientele. When it comes to, finding investment deals, no matter what the price is, $1 million, $400,000, I have people ready to buy it because I have good relationships with them, and I also hung out within their communities. Like I was the type of person, whether you're Jewish, whether you're Muslim, even Christians. Ideally, I like to be where the money is, but I like to get in the rooms, showcase the value that I have to offer to them, and build on that. And for the most part, it's been working, and I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Now, for anybody who's necessarily not Muslim or not Jewish, or you don't hang out within those communities, start hanging out within those communities. If you start hanging out within those communities and building great real relationships, not just fake relationships to where, okay, this is just only based on money, where you actually, have real relationships with them. These people are calling up on you, checking up on you. You're calling up on them, checking on them. If you do that consistently for, say, 6 months up to a year, I promise you, whatever business venture that you're in, 9 times out of 10, your clientele is going to change if you start building within those communities, because those particular communities have a lot more resources that the average community or people per se in the black community don't necessarily have. And that's just facts, and that's how I built my clientele of multi-million-dollar clients. I hope you guys like this video. If you're looking to start a side business or a side hustle, trying to get your cash up, check the description below, and you can start your fragrantorial business with us, and I'll get you guys started. Also, when it comes to business credit or anything else that you see in the description, check the links out below, and I got you guys covered. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace.